Good day. This is Genetics Notes Part 2. So we've done page 1, and now we're going to do the second page of the notes. So in this section, we're going to look at Mendel's experiments, what happened, and how he tried to start explaining his observations. So it says here he crossed two plants with contrasting traits, so we just chose tall and short. So it says pollen of the tall plants were placed on the pistils of short ones, planted them, and all tall. With its yellow and green seeds, all yellow, round and wrinkled, all round. So from this, Mendel concluded that in these crosses, one of the traits was lost in the next generation. So we can see that short and green and wrinkled all disappeared. So then what he did was he crossed this generation that he produced here, the tall, the yellow, and the round. He crossed those to see what would happen. Now, the first generation, let's just look at tall and short, he called those P1, meaning parents. This generation that was produced he called F1, and then he crossed his F1s to get what are called F2s, and that's what we see here. So here's our P1, here's our F1, filial meaning like siblings. They were all tall when he crossed these, and he did this in the order of thousands, so he might have 6,000 bee plants. So it was increasing the statistical significance. When he crossed these, the short trait reappeared. 3/4 tall, 1/4 short. So let's say he had 6,000 pea plants, then he'd have about 4,500 tall and 1,500 short pea plants in the F2 generation. The reappearance of the recessive trait, the short plants, was hugely important, because it showed in the F1 generation that they had the ability to have that trait, it just wasn't expressed, it was hidden away. So that's why we say hidden trait here. And now we will carry on to page 3 in our next video.